Creating a strong implementation plan, identifying needed materials, and clarifying delivery parameters. Part of creating an effective implementation plan is making sure that facilitators have all of the necessary materials and that the rooms, equipment, and timing of events is organized prior to delivery. Programs vary in these requirements, but this video will provide some key questions to ask to help you prepare for this aspect of implementation. What materials must be purchased from the program developer? Ideally, developers will provide a clear list of materials that must be purchased from them. These typically include program facilitation manuals or curriculums, videos, workbooks, posters or other visual aids, and sometimes children's books or puppets. If this list is not immediately available, it is advisable to directly ask the developer what materials will be required to purchase for your implementation. In addition to program-specific materials, general materials are usually needed to support an implementation. Things like art supplies for activities, construction paper, notebooks, pens or pencils, and tape or glue might be required. Finally, incentives or prizes are often an important part of implementation. What equipment is needed? For programs that utilize video or audio content, a DVD player, computer, CD player, TV, or projector might be needed. Many evidence-based programs have specific space requirements. For instance, does the program require chairs in a circle or a table for working on projects? Are multiple rooms needed at the same time for separate groups? Is space needed for childcare? Or is a kitchen needed for preparing or serving a meal? Be sure to clarify the exact delivery parameters for your program. For instance, how many sites or classrooms will be participating? How many facilitators will implement? How many sessions need to be delivered in one cycle? What is the maximum number of participants per cycle? How many cycles do you plan to run per year? Clarifying these delivery parameters will help to ensure you purchase the right amount of materials and supplies. Remember to always expect the unexpected. From time to time, a session of a program will need to be canceled due to weather or scheduling conflicts due to holidays or school events. Be sure to allow time within your implementation plan for these unexpected cancellations by building in potential makeup sessions at the end of the cycle. This will ensure that the participants have the opportunity to receive that full dose of the program. Planning for meals are a common component of programs that serve families or parents. Plan to purchase meal supplies ahead of time to support this component going smoothly. Paper products, plasticware, disposable cups will make cleanup easier. Often it is possible to have food donated by local businesses or charities. It can be helpful to have meals planned out well in advance. By letting restaurants know ahead of time when and what you will be ordering, you can ensure that food arrives on time. If food is to be prepared on site, ensure you plan for the time needed to prep and cook the meal. Programs often require the use of incentives in the form of prizes or gift cards to reinforce positive behavior, attract and retain participants, or to help families overcome barriers to participation. When purchased in bulk, these prizes can be less expensive. Remember, for families, more personal, less expensive prizes can be just as effective as more expensive options. An important note, though, if gift cards are used, you need to track each card by listing who it is given to, the amount, and the date of disbursement. Organizing materials by session can be helpful for busy facilitators or teachers. Consider placing needed materials in separate folders or plastic bins labeled clearly with the session or lesson number and title. These can be refreshed as implementation progresses and reused from cycle to cycle. To recap, gathering and organizing needed materials is a core component of most evidence-based programs. This work can be done more efficiently when delivery parameters are clear and when completed well ahead of program implementation.